that time of year when all the cooking apples are just falling from the tree, and if I don't get to them on time, they start rotting really quickly actually. And they're so good for the soil and all the plants around them, but I do want to collect as many as I can. I hate to see them going to waste. These ones are not the kind you can just pick and eat. They're cookers, so you have to do something with them. You can make things with them and just cook them. I'm going to collect as many as I can now and make something out of them. They fall in the most amazing places. I just thought I'd share a really quick recipe of something I love making when I've got so many apples, like the ones I do this year. First of all, of course, I wash the apples really well because lots of them are like half rotten and everything. And I chop them into cubes. I want to make sure there's nothing bad or rotten or molding on any of the pieces that I keep, because everything that goes into the jar is going to be what I'm going to be eating or drinking in this case. So I'm going to just put all these apples into a really large 5-litre jar. So I've got them all into the jar now. It's a really big jar and I've got them filled up 3/4 of the way full. So I've got lots of water in it, actually filled up with filtered water. And as you can see, there's a bit there it just shows how it's floating. You can see the bottom there has no fruit in it, it's floating. And as they ferment, they're going to start sinking, and that's actually when you can tell they're ready to be strayed through. That's when they start sinking to the bottom. But what I need to do is once or twice a day, I need to stir it just to make sure that all the bits that are out in the air now are down under the water, otherwise they'll start to rot. So as long as I keep stirring them at least once a day, they'll be absolutely fine. Now all I need to do is to add 1 teaspoon of raw sugar per apple I've added in here. So I just put that in there and I'm going to be stirring that all up. It's not a lot of sugar, it's just to give it some extra sweetness for fermentation as well. Just stirring it all in with a wooden spoon, just to get the sugar to dissolve, get everything mixed in. If you'd like to try to make some of this apple cider vinegar yourself, I'll have the recipe in the description so you can try it. It's such an easy thing to do. But what I'm going to do now is just come back, check on it once a day, and stir it, make sure to stir it, and keep it somewhere nice and warm and dark for that period. And after that, once all the apples have sunk to the bottom of the jar, I'll strain them out and put them in the bin or feed them to worms in my worm bin, I hope, that I might have by then. And then pour the cider back into this jar and cover it with a new cloth, and then I'll leave it there to ferment for about 6 to 8 weeks, stirring every few days. And then after about 2 months' time, you can sort of taste it and see if it tastes right. And then I'll just bottle it, and it actually will continue to ferment a bit while it's bottled, to be honest. A really tight lid will halt the fermentation, but it still does a bit. And it's just such a great thing to have, and it uses up all the wonderful apples that are out there without letting them go to waste. And it also is just such a delicious thing. You know, it's completely natural, organic. You know, trees have made them. I love that. And it's really healthy, full of health benefits too. So I do hope you'll try to make some if you do have lots of apples out there. Let me know how it goes. Let me know what you think if you've tried it before. I look forward to hearing from you, and I'll see you next time. Until then, happy gardening.